Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with LaJoy Hughes Rembert and Mr. Khalil Rembert, Mr. and Mrs. Rembert. You've only been married a year and a half. You have 2 children together and other children from previous relationships. Mrs. Rembert, you have brought Mr. Rembert here seeking $700, which you say is the amount that you had to pay for both bail and impound charges for a car, and you are going to tell me about that eventually. However, we're going to start with Mrs. Rembert. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your marriage and why we're here in divorce court today?
I've known my husband for 21 years now, about 21 years. And I know him to be a kind, loving person, and he has not been that person for the past about a year now. He's not been emotionally supportive. Like with our first child, when after I had the baby, the doctor came in the next morning and told me that I had a heart attack. And my husband was nowhere to be found. Like, I called him for hours and hours. I had my family call him.
But hang on, was he there when the baby was actually, during the birth?
He was there when the baby was actually born.
And
left about an hour later, yeah.
And left about an hour later?
Yes.
What happened?
We got 3 other kids at the house that I have to take care of. I have to balance work, I balance the kids, get them to school in the morning, and a little infant I had to balance with a babysitter that people don't even want to babysit a baby.
Oh, an infant, yeah.
An infant, yeah. Hey, come get your babies, man. Come get your baby. And she's in the hospital. And so I'm balancing all that. I'm at the hospital with her.
The babies and the drinks, he's balancing all of that.
And the who?
The drinks.
The drinks. So while all this is going on, he's drinking as well.
Exactly.
Okay.
It was a stressful period.
Give me another example that you believe is an indication of his failure to appreciate, love, or support you.
Just even with our second child, when he got a job offer in New Orleans and he was gonna have to be gone for 6 weeks. During the course of that 6 weeks was the time I was due to have the baby. We live in a city completely by ourselves. I don't have any family, he doesn't have any family. So he expected me to go and have the baby by myself.
Hang on.
I expressed, like I was hurt about it. So I'm like, look, can you try to, get this to where you can be there when the baby is born? He's like, you're a big girl, that's what women are made for. You can do it and you'll be okay. And
But Your Honor, she's very dramatic. Very, very, very dramatic. So everything she says is like exaggerated.
Okay.
It's just like when I wasn't in the hospital, she must have been on some type of drugs that the doctor gave her that lapsed her memory, but I was there in the hospital with her.
I will remember that. I think I will remember that.
Not off the drugs that they gave her.
Now, Mr. Rembert, you say that she is a drama queen.
She's drama. She faked her preterm labor.
Explain that to me.
Yes,
wow.
we get to Detroit. We had a party, and I'm getting dressed. It's a big deal to me. Got my hair cut. Everybody friends come over, and we about to head out. She's walking around the house, contractions. She's only 5 months pregnant. You're not having a baby.
8 months pregnant.
She's 5 months pregnant, walking,
8 months pregnant.
Bent over like this and leaning over the couch. Like as if she really is some type of pain, but I know it's drama, so that's why I ain't paying no attention.
Now, she said she was 8 months pregnant.
I was 8 months pregnant, and I was having contractions
About 5
the
months.
whole entire drive down there. The whole entire drive.
That was drama, too.
And I drove having contractions.
Well, first of all, Mr. Rembert, I don't know your wife.
I do. She's a...
Well, I get that part. I get that part.
Very dramatic.
Wow.
But I will say this on behalf of women who are talking to men who are telling them what they're going through when they're pregnant. I started having contractions in my 5th month, okay? I did. And it happens to women a lot.
She wasn't about to have a baby, though.
Regardless if the damn head was about to squirt out the back, you seen the foot, the crown, whatever you want to call it, regardless. But you gotta understand, during those months, however long the term is, whatever, during those months, bro, nothing else matter. Nothing else matter, bro. It's gonna be another party. 4 days later, whatever the case may be, it's cool. It's all right to miss one. It is okay to miss one. Nothing in this world is more important than your children and your family and your family. Nothing, bro. So I don't get and I don't understand. Yeah, I got my hair cut and all that. Yeah, that's cool and that's fine and that's nice, but he got to be at least in his 40s. He looked like he in his 40s, bro. So if you 40, I'm sure that you didn't experience the bike week once or twice or something like that. You done seen the ball drop in New York and all. I'm sure you probably experienced it once or twice. Missing it this year is not going to kill you. It's not, bro. And like I said, my thing with it is you should be more willing and appreciative of your child, bro. I'm telling you, a lot of the times you don't feel it until things go wrong, until it's something wrong that you gotta fix. When everything going good, it's cool, pour up the drinks. No, 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 no. Put your hands down. You talking about pour up the drink. No, that's not what do whatever you do. Do whatever you do to get to wherever you need to be. But yeah, when it's like that, it's all like that. But then when it's bad, it's all panic and nah, bro. Be there and I wouldn't even say sacrifice those months. I wouldn't even say that. Just invest. Invest in that. That's your future. That shit, man. I'm telling you, bro. Telling you, bro. 9 times out of 1, them children, they love you all the way until the end. Put it back. Put it back. Just like I be having to tell Savannah. All right, you finished playing with your credit? Put it back. You got to go put that back. Love them back. Put that back into them children. Savannah, daddy, love you, man. We out here. You see it. I know you see it.
Yeah, but it's a problem though. Sometimes you have to go and get them stopped so they don't come out at 5 months. The pregnancy, maternity, that's a big deal. It's a big, big deal. And whenever you're dealing with a woman who is in the state of creating a new human being in their body, you must be on point. You know, you've got to be on point.
And faking, if I was faking, I went to the hospital the next day, I was already dilated to 2, and they were picking the contractions up on the monitor. So I'm definitely not faking.
Did that happen?
She wasn't faking it, but she was exaggerating them and making it more.
How do you know? How do you know? Because you don't know anything.
Because she's.
I want you to tell me some things that she did, that her bad temper or the drama that she brings.
She's very, very angry. Like, when she gets mad like fire, like breathing out her nose, just fire. I didn't get up for work, I guess when she wanted me to or something. And I said, I get up when I want to. I know how to speed rush to get to work. She comes to she said, I'm gonna leave you. I said, we'll leave. So I went on to work. She said, okay, when I'm out of here, when you get off work, I'll be gone. Me and the kids will be gone. I said, oh, okay, whatever. So she called her sister and everybody to come get her. And she come to my job. I didn't know, I thought we were done. She come to my job and doing donuts in my parking lot, in the parking lot of the job.
God, it didn't go anything like that.
And the coworker saying, hey man, I think your wife's outside tripping. Like, she's outside. Why are you doing donuts and fishtailing in the job parking lot? I get home, and she comes speeding. I'm talking to the neighbor. She comes speeding down the street. I hear her like, vroom. I said, oh, Lord, she's going to try to run me over. I just knew it. So I jumped off on the curb when she turned around, and she just jumps out the car, runs around, opens the back door, grabs the baby, tosses the baby on the sidewalk. I was kind of offended because he was my baby.
Right.
You don't throw my baby like that, you know? That's
So I
my
threw the
baby.
Or anybody else's baby, for that matter.
I called the police. The police, they took my side. They said, Mr. Rember, just stay in the neighbor's house and just relax till she calms down.
Okay. Mrs. Rember, you want to give me your version of that event? Because you're not looking very good right now.
Completely different.
So you mean to tell me somehow miraculously you just got out the way, you breezed past the car, the door, it clipped your shirt so it left a little, might have been a little wrinkle on your shirt or something like that. And then before that, when you was at the job, it just so happened that your desk location was parallel to where she was at, and you can see it, and she was doing the donuts and all. You wasn't on the other side. You wasn't on the east wing. You wasn't on the east wing. You was on the west wing. Do I think he lying though? No. No, I don't think that he lying, but is he being extra? Yes. Yes, I promise you that. That's crazy. You said she out there doing donuts. What's the craziest thing y'all ever done to get somebody attention? What's the craziest thing y'all ever done to get somebody attention? We can be honest about it. We can be on. What I done did, man. What's the craziest thing? Craziest thing. What did I do for her? I'll get back to y'all on that. Y'all put it in the comments, though.
When I woke him up in the morning to get ready for work, his job was like really far away. He had to be there in like 20 minutes. He was not gonna make it on time. But anyway, I woke him up and you're so annoying. I'm the boss. I paid the boss to be the cost or whatever he was saying. Which I'm sick of him saying that. Well, I paid the cost
to be the boss. I gotcha.
Yeah, he goes to work. I come to pick him up from work at the regular time. He has a female at his job picking him up from work. She pulls on the side of me and I recognize her. I was going to trip, but I decided not to. I did not do donuts. I did leave the parking lot in an aggressive manner.
I heard it myself. I heard.
Okay, hang on.
I see him at the house, talking to his drinking buddy, just, drinking like everything okay. Like that was okay to have a female come pick you up from work and you just gonna come home like that's normal. It's not at all. So I did. I put it up to him or whatever, and I got the baby out the car seat, set him down next to him. I didn't throw the baby out the car seat. I set him down next to him in a car seat on the ground, and I said, you're gonna wag with one of them. I did. I said that, and then he gets to the car.
Why you gotta throw my baby out there? Why you didn't throw anybody else out there?
There was no one else with me.
Because it was you. She wanted you to take care of your kid. I mean, just.
I would have took care of any of them.
Mr. Rembert, you say, now hang on. You say she treats you like a kid and won't let you be a man. Explain that to me.
It's as if she has to be in charge of everything. She has to control everything. The way the money is spent, how the kids, how they dress, how they discipline, how the chores go around the house, where I work at, everything, how I dress. She controls everything. Like everything, like she's wearing the pants in a relationship, and I walk around with a dress on.
Dress on.
Yeah.
You say he is disrespectful though, and especially when he's drinking.
He is. One instance, he told me before he was drinking, because he's Khalil before he's drinking. I got another name. He's Kalu after he starts drinking, because he's a complete different person. But anyway, he's like, I just had the baby, actually about 3 weeks ago. But anyway, he says, you can relax today. You just chill, relax. I got the baby, this and this and that. So I go to sleep, or actually sleep. The baby starts crying. He comes in the room, puts the baby down on the bed, the baby screaming and hollering. Here, you can get up. You can get up with the baby or whatever. So I'm still laying in the baby just next to me in the bed, just screaming and hollering. He snatches the cover off me to make sure that I woke. Like, you can get up. You can get up. You get up with the baby. You get up with the baby. I'm like, Khalil, you said that you were going to keep the baby tonight. I don't care what I said. You can get up with the baby. Forget this. I'm trying to relax.
She's exaggerating the story too.
That's exactly what happened.
Tell me what actually happened.
I was up for a long time that night.
I was no cover.
I was up for a long time already with the baby. He wouldn't stop crying. I would figure his mother, the nurturer, would see that I'm having problems I'm a guy trying to, he was newborn. He won't stop me. She's just laying there faking sleep, letting me do all the work. I gave him bottles and everything, and she's just letting me do all the work. So I said, okay, here you go. I know you woke. I gotta go.
So you mean to tell me, woman 9 months pregnant, goes through labor, does all of that, has the baby, she got the nerve to want to sleep
one night,
5 hours in a row, and you felt you were misused because that one night you were required to lose some sleep and care for the child you created. Is this what you're telling me?
Then another instance, we were at a family get-together, and a girl walks in. Hey, Khalil. He gets up. He's been drinking.
That's more drama. That's more drama. More drama.
I'm sitting right here at the, right where she walked in.
Exaggerate the story.
Mr. Rembert, please.
He gets up, go give her a hug. Hey, I had a baby. Remind you, we're married now.
Everybody in the house.
Stop it.
Hey, I had a baby. You want to come see the baby? And she's yeah. They walk in the room to go see the baby. He closed the door behind them.
Because they were
smoking.
If you don't stop it, I will put you out.
Never once. Never said, he never said, hey, this is my wife, I got married, this and this and that. He walks in the room with her, closed the door behind him, and they're just in the room. So I sat there for a couple minutes thinking, this cannot be real. This absolutely cannot be real. So I get up and I go in a room and I'm like, this is done. You can come on out of here like right now. He's like, what is your problem? In front of the whole family. You are so dramatic. What is you jealous? What is wrong with you? Are you serious? Are you serious? I'm jealous, but you're in the room with a female with the door closed. and did not acknowledge me at all.
The woman who just actually had his baby.
Exactly.
Mr. Rembert, what would you like to say, sir?
She's very jealous and insecure.
Give me an example of something that would demonstrate to me her jealousy or lack of security.
She checks my Facebook pictures. On my, she comes and comments on comments of people who comment on my pictures. It could be like 6, 7 years ago.
You're a married man. You're a married man on Facebook with your shirt off and, oh, can I ride with you? And that's disrespectful. At what point are you going to erase those comments?
They've been there before, even before she was even around.
Okay, but I'm around now. I'm around now.
Why don't you tell me about the $700 you're seeking for me to award you?
Well, he was driving without his license were suspended or whatever. And that's something that we've been over hundreds of times or whatever. So he just insists that he drives.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. In this situation, it ain't always good to do what you want to do. We all can do what we want to do, but it ain't always the best decision. It ain't always the best decision. And my thing with it is, for her, she allow it to happen. She's sitting back and allow it to happen. At some point in time, you gotta look and take a self-inventory. Take a self-inventory. Where's my life at right now and today? And if you don't like it, then you gotta do something about it, or don't, or don't do anything about it. But as far as the whole situation go, bro, I feel like he how can I put it? I wouldn't say sneaky. He's suspect. He's suspect. I don't know. It's just something that you can't put your finger. He's suspect. And she just seemed like she, okay. All right, let me hold your car real quick. Okay. All right, let's open up a new bank account okay. All right, let's go. Okay. She just seemed like she too cool. She too cool. And again, I know for me in a relationship, you want to be, all right, well, we like to do this and we like to do that and we work together, whatever. But it's still, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like anything about them. I don't like neither one of them. To be truthfully honest with you, I'm not feeling neither one of them.
He got arrested. He went to jail, and his bond was $440, and then the impound was $260.
Okay. Mr. Rembert, how would you like to respond to that?
I admit to both of them.
Yeah, you did it?
Yeah, I did.
Do you admit to the amounts as well? Is she accurate with respect to both of those things? Why did you insist on driving if in fact you knew your license was suspended?
I was actually driving LaJoya around. She had just had the baby maybe days prior. And she was still weak to be driving a truck. She was really weak, I could tell, and tired. So
You can tell, but I got to get up with the baby.
I mean, that's what you're supposed to be able to.
You see? That's what I'm supposed to be able to do.
Yeah, no, yeah, he tells on himself every 5 seconds or so. Mr. Rembert, I tell you why she's always on you, because somebody needs to be on you. You out there like a 2-year-old. You can't eat driving with a suspended license. You can't get up on time for your job. You do whatever comes to mind without any thought as to whether or not it is appropriate. It's something you need to do. She can't rely on you. She can't depend on you.
Single.
Not only aren't you a help, you're always causing problems. And it's hard to be in a house with someone who wants to come in and talk about, I'm the man, make the gold, make the rules, and all that kind of stuff, and you can't even make good decisions. It's hard, and it's just frustrating. I don't recommend anger because it doesn't help. Doing donuts in the thing and the driving aggressively, that adds insult on the injury. Not only you dealing with foolishness, you're going to cause problems in addition to the foolishness you already have, which you don't need. You become the man you ought to be. She should become the more quiet individual that she could be. You got to give her an opportunity. You really, you can't do what you want. You need to put the liquor down. You a mean drunk, put the liquor down.
He is.
If you can't put the liquor down, you need to go to AA, because nobody should have to live in a house with a person who's a mean drunk. That's just terrible. You got kids at home. I don't think you're a bad guy, Mr. Rembert. I just think you're immature as all get out. And you need to grow up, you know? You got a family. Do the right thing. Firstly, I'd put the brother out. Let him get his, I know you're looking to see if you can save the marriage. But the thing is, if you keep supporting people who are doing the wrong thing, they won't change. He has no reason to change. He doesn't have a sense of what he ought to do. He's going to be out on his own, flapping in the wind, because he won't be able to get up. He won't be able to do anything. And then, you know, if he decides to become a man that adds to the home as opposed to depriving you of the peace and logic that you're entitled to, then he should roll back in. Do you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
In the meantime, you paid $700 for his foolishness. Consequently, you should be paid back $700 in favor of Mrs. Rembert. It is so ordered.
All rise. Parties may leave the courtroom.